Konnichiwa. It's a beautiful day here on April 16th, which is the day after 2 consecutive days of earthquakes in Japan. And I'm in Hiroshima, which means I didn't get hit directly by the earthquakes, but everybody here felt the tremors. The first night, my apartment building, which is behind me, was kind of rocking back and forth. Last night was pretty scary. I was just about to fall asleep and the building was just swaying like this. Now, I'm from New England, back home originally, so we get what are called nor'easters, which basically translates to an enormous amount of snow. And then in Florida we get hurricanes. And I was hit when I first moved to Florida with a bunch of hurricanes. So I'm not really accustomed to earthquakes. So it was kind of strange because, you know, when you watch a movie and they have, like, you know, they're experiencing a earthquake, they put noise in there that's kind of like rumbling noises from an earthquake. And that's not what it is. It's just the earth underneath you is moving. Unless there's a huge landslide, there's no noise. So it's kind of eerie, you know. The room, I'm not used to it. The room is just moving back and forth, and in the complete dead silence. Now here we are in the day after the 2 consecutive earthquakes, and I work today. And I kind of start to get an understanding of preparation for earthquakes and things like that. And it's pretty extensive here in Japan. So for instance, at the office they have like this little Wi-Fi router looking thing. And it picks up communications that a tsunami is potentially headed this way. Or at least that there's a tsunami warning. Now, why is that relevant? Here, I'm a very short walk to the water, and they have the big blockades. If you saw the bicycle tour that I did, to block the water, so it's a real threat. A tsunami coming through here. The other thing they have is evacuation zones set up and maps. I'm going to show you it when I take it out of my mailbox. If there's a hurricane, I'm sorry, not a hurricane. If there's an earthquake or a tsunami or something like that, where you would go to find safety. And the other thing is they have, I don't know if it's an app or if it's just something that the government does, is when there's going to be an earthquake, when they know that it's imminent or that it's coming our way, they'll send out a notice to everybody's phone, like an alert that sets off a little siren on their phone that an earthquake's coming. Well, wouldn't you know, we had a ceremony today for a new facility at our school, so there was probably 150 parents there. And one of my co-teachers said, you know, there's probably going to be this alert that goes off that an earthquake is going to happen in the next 5 seconds, and that's what it means. An earthquake is happening in the next few seconds, so get ready. Wouldn't you know, right in the middle of the ceremony, 100 phones go off alerting everyone that there's a earthquake coming. Well, we didn't feel the tremor, so we don't really know where it hit, but that's what it's meant for, is to get you to brace for it, just kind of get you mentally aware and prepared for it. So it's a very streamlined thing here, preparing for earthquakes. I believe that some of the apartment buildings behind me, over my shoulder there, they're boarded up, and I think part of the reason possibly is that they're not earthquake proof or something like that. But it's a pretty serious thing here, earthquakes and tsunamis, something that I'm not accustomed to back home. But something I'm getting used to as I live here abroad and teach in Japan. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.